Hey team! So basically, end of August, beginning of September, we had an amazing Zoom call with Amy, and not all of you were able to get on. In fact, actually, I think not all, actually, maybe it was like a one-off for just some of us. Yeah, that's right. And I'm going to share with you what I learnt on that Zoom, like the notes that I took. Some of you have already heard about this, but some of you weren't able to make that Zoom, so that's why I'm recording this now as we speak. And so basically the information I'm giving you today was passed down to me from Amy, and this information is essential to pass down to your teams, okay? So when you get your teams, even if you've just got one person on your team, please pass this great information on to them. So basically it was the end of summer holidays, and school was just about to start. So we were talking about how we found our August, and August for many of us was a more difficult month. July and August can notoriously be the quieter months in the business, product wise and even recruiting wise. I wasn't aware of this in July and August, but I found out after. And I definitely felt that a little bit myself in August. However, there was somebody in our team who got 39 product orders in August. So, you know, you don't have to follow the rule. You can 100% be an exception, and, you know, you can always smash it. I think it depends obviously more about you and your intentions and how much you go for it, regardless of the month or the time of year. So, okay, so we were discussing how in future, like for future summers, it would probably be a good idea to create a plan of action. When we know summer is, you know, on the approach, we should have some kind of plan in our minds so that we keep the momentum and the energy going through the summer holidays, because obviously a lot of our customers, our potential customers and potential teamies, are mums or maybe work at a school or are affected somehow by the school holidays, especially summer holidays. So create a plan of action. So for reps, for your team who are mums perhaps or affected by the summer, maybe they need to have some kind of goal setting or some kind of strategy or plan of action in place, or, you know, a new time scale or a new way they juggle or manage their time so that they can consistently find some time every single day, even though the kids are at home and their routine is just out of whack. Then for our potential customers and teamies, like for customers it could be something like, I don't know, creating I don't know how many days the summer holidays are, but like a 2-month summer body blitz, or a 6-week summer body blitz or something like that. An incentive to entice people to keep taking action and keep focused on their health and their well-being, and their fitness and their weight loss and their eating habits throughout the summer weeks. Yeah, and also, yeah, I think actually that's covered it. Yeah, and potential teamies, have to have a think about that. But yeah, start thinking who are your team, who are your tribe, what hurdles do they face in summer, and then how, start brainstorming, how can we get them on track, how can we keep them engaged and interested. Maybe you can invite them to events through the summer holidays. Have a little think. So potential customers or existing customers, we could do a summer holiday boot camp or something like that. Just reading through my notes. Okay, so then I found out the biggest month of the year for recruiting is November. September, October and November are all huge months for recruiting and for customers, and these months will carry you through December. December, okay, is a bit of a quieter time. We all know that life is insane in December. Most people have 1 or 2 weeks off if they're lucky, and also it's all prep for Christmas, prep, and, you know, loads of going out, parties, nights out. It's just, you know, a lot of people are out every single night through December, even starting mid-November for some people. So basically we can expect it to be more tricky in December, but that doesn't mean to say your business has to be quieter in December. So September, October, November, remember, are the biggest months. So have a really great September to November. And that will set you up for your December. And remember, we've got like Bournemouth this year in October, which is right in the sort of middle beginning of the biggest month. So that's really going to help, like, you know, go to Bournemouth, get your teams to Bournemouth, and that will help give you and your team loads of energy to smash, you know, all the way through to December. Hopefully with that energy, you'll keep riding like really well through December. And then January is another huge month. So we're so lucky. So lucky. And also for potentials, like, you know, explain to potentials that this is the best time to join, because of that, because like it's the kind of the easiest time to join. There's the most energy, everyone's sort of more focused, you know, school like term has begun, and everyone's sort of, you know, whether you're a mum or whether, you know, whether you're a rep or whether you're a potential customer or whatever, or a potential teamie, everyone's more focused come September. So we really and have just an amazing opportunity, because we know they're the biggest month, so it's really kind of easier joining September, October, November. Yeah, like I said, January is huge. Get everyone to Bournemouth. And also you need to make sure your teamies understand that how life-changing Bournemouth is. It's your duty to ensure that they really have got the message that if they're serious about changing their lives, then they get themselves to Bournemouth, or whatever the big convention is in the October and then the February. They get themselves to Bournemouth and they get all their team to Bournemouth. You know, make sure they understand. They really click with the idea that this is going to be huge for them. I think it's Eric Worre that says, for what does he say, for every event you get to, your income will double, and for every potential or teamie you get to a major event, your income will go up by like £100,000. So you cannot underestimate the power of events, and you cannot over-emphasise their importance. Just reading through my notes. So yeah, make sure everyone brings 2 customers or potentials or teamies to Bournemouth, especially your frontline. This is all about your frontline, guys. This is what counts, your frontline. Everybody else is extremely important, but you've got to make sure it all starts with your frontline. Yeah, another great thing, which is what I've done, is I've bought myself an extra ticket for Bournemouth. So where are we now? We're mid-September. Bournemouth is like 3 weeks away or something, and I've still got my ticket, and I'm watching, I'm waiting, I'm seeing who's joining and who's joining, and maybe they're going to run out of tickets. Maybe this person is about to join and really needs this ticket to Bournemouth, or who's already joined and they're sitting on the fence and they're not sure whether they're coming, and then last minute they're going to go, oh my gosh, I want to come to Bournemouth, but all the tickets are run out. Well, I've got a golden ticket. Or you could use the ticket as an incentive. You could use it as an incentive for your team. You could do like a little challenge or something, like whoever gets the most customers or whoever hits SDD or whatever, they win a free ticket. So use it as an incentive. But definitely make sure the person in your team who wants it the most and deserves it the most gets it. The person who's most hungry and passionate and determined and motivated and ambitious. So then Amy spoke about making goals. So goals are extremely important. We were talking about every month, breaking your month up, like writing it down every single month and working out what your goal is. So what club do you want to be? What position do you want to be? What income do you want to have? Or what pay line do you want to have? So at the beginning of every month, in the middle of every month, and at the end, like how many customers, how many teamies. So breaking down every month into a beginning, a middle and an end with goals. And then also having so we're now mid-September, making sure we all have a goal for the end of December / New Year, and then another goal for like Birmingham, and then another one for Marbella. So of course it's a 90-day game plan again, which you've all heard of. 90-day game plans are just incredible. They really work, and they are amazing for helping us all to focus and like get the most out of our time, like really concentrate. Okay, so also every month you should have a piece of paper or somewhere on your whiteboard or chart or whatever that lists all your teamies, and it says what your goals are for them, or like, well, not just your goals for them, but together you'll come up with some goals, and yeah, what your hopes are for them, having spoken to them for that month. So for example, like, I have end of September, and then I'll know who in my team I want to get to DD and who in my team I want to get to SDD, and whichever position, or what clubs you want them to get, or whatever, how many people you want them to be bringing in. You can be as sort of detailed about it as you want, but at least just have the positions on there of who you want to get to which position at the end of each month. Also, to tell your teamies, okay, even if you've only got one teamie, or you've got 10, or you've got 100, whichever, tell your teamies that they need to tell you like how much you want it. They need sorry, I get so confused. They need to tell you basically that they're hungry and that they're ambitious and that they really, really, really want this. They need to be standing out, and you need to tell them it's okay for them to pester you and badger you and pretty much harass you and stalk you and constantly message you every day. That it's never like too much. Yeah, it might be pretty full on, but you know that then they're the ones to work with, and you need to make it clear to them that that's how you work. Like, you're going to work with the people who want to be worked with. You're going to work with the workers. So you just need to make it ultra clear to your team, and like just verbally say, look guys, I only have so much time in a day or in a week, and I am going to be putting my effort into the person that wants it the most. And the one of the ways I know that you want this is because you're messaging me, you're harassing me, you're badgering me every day. You're on my case, you're asking me, what can I do next? How can I do something better? What shall I listen to next? What shall I read next? What should I be aiming for next? Like, you should work together, and they should be basically on your case they should be just showing themselves that they're hungry and they're passionate and they're ambitious, and that they need you to help them. Because you're their first port of call as their mentor. So make sure your team know that you're looking out for the hungry ones need to be badgering you. Hope that makes sense. So for you, focus on your clubs and your positions will come. I think too many times, like, it's so easily to think, oh, that person in my team, or that person on the same level as me, or that person that I know, she got this position or she got that position, and you can start to feel downhearted if you don't smash that position, if you're not keeping up with them or whatever. But that's a complete waste of your time. You need to really focus on yourself. You need to be like blinkered, like tunnel vision, and just think about you. Yeah, it's nice to follow other people who you're aspiring to be like, who are like better and higher, like, not better's not the word, but who've been in the business longer, who have got to higher positions and are having major success. It's great to follow them, but don't compare yourself to them, okay? That's the worst possible thing you can do. You are an individual. There's nobody else like you. You're completely unique. There's nobody else that has the same life as you, the same stuff going on as you, the same like physical, mental, emotional stuff in their lives happening as you. You can't compare yourself to anybody else. This is your journey, okay? So basically, ignore positions, don't worry about them, just focus on you and your team, and bringing in new team members every month and getting your teamies to become clubs, okay? So obviously clubs are a team member who is SDD or above, and they have reconfirmed their position, like their SDD title. So they've been basically SDD for like a couple of months, and they're not their RVC, their other one, their pay, whatever it's called, is PB, is they're hitting their 1,250, their 1250. So they're an SDD or above who's hitting their 1250 pay line, PB every month. That's your club. So you want to get to club 1 and then club 3 and then club 6 and then club 12, and you want to just keep going and just keep focusing on clubs. Clubs means you're changing people's lives and you're really helping people. Clubs means you're getting everybody else to SDD. If you can get to SDD yourself, then you can get anybody else to SDD. If you haven't got to SDD yet, don't worry, just keep going, and just bring team members in and help them get to SDD. By the time you've got a couple of team members at SDD, who knows, you might be at SC. So just focus on clubs, focus on recruiting. 80% of your time should be focused on recruiting, and then focus on getting them to SDD, and then getting them to hit their PB, and then they're going to become a club for you. And just get as many people in, recruit, and turn them into clubs as possible. Like, amazing things happen when you get up through the clubs. You get recognised immensely for clubs, and this is what I think the most important part of this video I'm doing is the importance of clubs, okay? And this is what Amy was talking so passionately about, and she just made it so crystal clear to me, and I think to all of us. Like, we've all heard of clubs, like clubs, yada yada yada, you hear of it all the time, but in this call it just really clicked. Like Amy said, if you take one thing from this, just take clubs. It's all about clubs. Look, I had it written in like capitals. It was that important. So yeah, she's talking about ignoring your pay line, like ignoring how much money is going through your account every month. Just concentrate on bringing people in, getting them to SDD, and then getting them to reconfirm that. So like Amy was saying, like the way she got to Club 24, like IMD guys, Club 24, is she didn't even look at Payline. She ignored her Payline and she just concentrated on bringing people in and making them a club. And then she naturally got her IMD. Basically, if you like the idea of positions, because positions bring bonuses, then you'll love the idea of clubs, because I don't know the exact math, but basically for a position you'll get a lump sum bonus, right? Well, if you've got the clubs to back that up, if you've got lots of clubs, you're going to be getting those those like equivalent of those bonuses every single month. So like, do you want £900 for SC as a one-off, or do you want an extra £900 every single month on top of what you're earning yourself? So I know what I want, and hopefully that's what you want too, and that would be what your teams want as well. So just concentrate on clubs. She was saying how the difference, like the financial difference between like Club 1 and Club 3 is massive. So she was saying roughly, I think I took from it, that for every one club you have, that's like an additional at least £100 a month you're getting. So if you're Club 1, you're getting an extra like £100 through that team member. If you're Club 3, guys, that's like £300 extra you're getting. If you're Club 6, like who doesn't want £600 extra on top of all your pay, and all your reoccurring orders, and all your promotions, like your bonuses, and can you imagine like Club 100? So that Club 100 then would be like £10,000 you're being paid every month. Like just £10,000 every month. Like in effect, you haven't even done anything. All you've done is build a team, and you've just made yourself duplicable. You've talked to your team, and you know they've talked to their team. All you've done is bring in girls and get them to SDD and shown them how to do the same. And suddenly you're Club 100, and you're getting paid £10,000 a month. Now, if you think, oh, Club 1, that's going to take me ages, or that's really hard, or wow, Club 100, I'd never do that. Don't worry, guys, because it's 5 tiers down we're talking. We're not talking that you need 100 frontline at SDD and above. It's 100, Club 100 is 100 girls in the 5 levels below you. So, you know, it's just the same every time. It's like build your teams 5 deep, and like 5 deep, there we go, and 5 wide. And within that, you can have like nearer 4,000 members in your team. And if out of those 4,000, you know, what are the odds of 100 of them go, excuse me, going SDD and becoming a club, like really high. So basically just concentrate on building your teams 5 deep, like 5 levels deep, 5 team members wide, and teach them to teach their teams and their teams and their teams. If everyone just keeps doing that, you could just from the 5-5, you could be, if everyone does that, you'll be earning money off like 4,000 people. And like the clubs are so special. That's where you get your extra money a month, like I was saying, and that's where you get huge recognition from Cybo and Susie Mitchell, the people at the top. And then you get invited to really cool things like Club 39. You and your partner, like life partner, get sort of like pretty much all expenses paid, trip to California in the spring, and then you get like an autumn retreat to like some amazing castle or something in this country. And I don't know, who knows, like the higher up the clubs you go, the more VIP treatment, the more life changing, like, you know, crazy worldwide like holidays, mega events you'll get invited to. I cannot wait till I'm like Club 39, Club 50 or whatever, Club 100. I can't wait till I'm like jet setting around the world too. And there's no difference between like me or you or like me and Amy. It's just the fact, it's just about working really hard, being focused, being 100% committed, like giving it your all, jumping 2 feet in, taking it by the hands, and just being like doing your DMO every day, your 3x3x3, and being consistently consistent. That's it. There's no special formula. Other than that, that is the golden formula. But what I mean is you don't have to be a special person, you just have to put in a special amount of effort. Okay, just checking to see if there's anything else. Yeah, one last thing. Okay, so regardless of the month, I don't know which month you'll be watching this in, but definitely for my girls now, hashtag Super September, all in capitals, okay? Because September is going to be 100% super. It already is proving to be. We're having like so much energy and so much success, and we're so excited. We're having an amazing time this September. So please, like, use the hashtag loads. Let's get it trending. Hashtag all in capitals, Super September. And can't wait to catch up with you guys and see how the rest of September, October, November, Bournemouth and January goes. So speak soon.